There we go. We got some more people in the house. Welcome, everybody. Glad to be here too. Lisa, thank you so much for joining in. As you guys come in, please don't hesitate to say hello in the chat and give us a thumbs up. I don't know if I can do that one. I don't remember it. It's a little jazzy thing. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Evening with Roxanne. I got a new outfit on. Thought I'd try something a little different tonight. Hello, Laura. Hello, Courtney. Welcome. Again, Kevin and Lisa. There's Brian. There's JP. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Here we go. Say hi if you've made it in, if you'd like to. And we'll get going tonight. Always remember, if you don't mind, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up, because that'll give us a little bit of suggestion power so people can get a little bit more of an idea of what I got going on here over at Odyssey of Ascension. Are you ready? I think it's time. Make sure I'm closed off here. Mike's good. Everyone's in the house. Thanks all for joining in. Let's get going. I named this one Repetition. Through observation of my own life, as I'm ascending through myself, before I was myself, now I'm going through myself. And the difference is the observation. Is I'm aware of my actions, I'm aware of my behaviors, I'm aware of my perceptions, my interpretations, and of course, I'm very aware of how I feel about life. I as a human, I am naturally polarized. I have good and bad parts of interpretation, the feelings of negativity. There's no bad, there's no good, there's perception of an emotion that we label as positive or negative, good or bad feelings. And then we assign them as things that are bad, because the action that thing does is interpreted as the feeling, the experience of negativity, so it's a bad thing. And we get it, we all get it. So I'm observing myself, because I'm the only classroom, right? I can't observe through other people's perception. This is the kingdom. This is where it all sits, right? So I'm looking at, I was going to name it safety and security, but then I thought repetition is that idea as well. I think it encompasses it. So if you look at your day-to-day life, we have repetitions of routines. Now, routines are the coffee, the clothes you wear to work, specific outfits, maybe on specific days, the way you drive to work, the perception of your life with your kids, what they're like, what your spouse is like, your versions of reality that you harbor as truth. And they become constant and therefore repetitious. And those aren't good or bad things, folks. What they are realizations in the simplest terms, if you are an ascender. Because the only thing you can observe is your truth about reality. Your truth about reality gives you the experience. We've learned that, and we've drilled that into our heads since we've been on this channel for the last 13 years, right? We've been working hard at this, right? So the idea here, 11, 12 years maybe. Anyways, the idea of my repetition is the routine of me that draws in a certain feeling of safety, comfort, security. And we harbor those things. We yearn for them because it's a very bad world. It's mostly good, but bad things happen. And we let each other know bad things happen. We let each other know, as a habit of the human parts of us let each other know when someone did something bad. And when someone did something bad to them. And you have all the things in place that create and reinforce a polarized reality. And you have to get better. Hello, Courtney from Buffalo, New York. I didn't say you were from Buffalo. Thanks, darling. The reality is reinforced. Now, if you want to understand ascension and you're not looking to be rescued, and for God's sakes, you don't play a victim and you don't struggle on leaving the planet and trying to become something else, that's the last thing you want to do. What you want to do is become a version of you that you don't know. And repetition will keep you away from that person. Okay? So your routine, your day-to-day routine in observation is going to lead you to an understanding. Now, remember, you create an identity that gives you that familiarity, that feeling of safe and secure and responsible and righteousness, and everything I can do to avoid criticism, to avoid rejection, to avoid failure, and keep my feelings on the positive side of life. If you didn't feel negative, you wouldn't have problems. But you feel negative, so you have problems. And problems are a perception of a negative interpretation. That's it. That's all they are. And it's the emotions that we react to, right? So if we can observe our daily routines of safety and security and remove those with change, you are understanding now if you trust. Now listen to this. Hello, Cole. If you trust law of attraction, and until you've witnessed, you won't trust it. You can't sell you that bullshit in your mind. You've got to witness law of attraction so you can have the courage and confidence that it is real, creating your reality. So to break the idea of your routine is to be a different vibration, not positive and negative actions. That's in the illusion of I'm doing this because my perception is I'm doing a positive action. I should get back positive reinforcement, reflection. The universe never attracts positive or negative. The universe is unconditional. You interpret reality as positive and negative. So don't do positive actions. Do, for God's sakes, authentic actions. You want to change as a person. You are an identity that you created through your distribution of life, your distribution of your truths through actions with reflection gave you personality. This is the way I am. This is the way I am. This is the way I am. And then you, hello, Siska. So we have a personality. And that personality is birthed and reinforced in polarity. So therefore, it's inauthentic. Authentic vibration. Authentic is the perception of the internal being. Hello, Anne. How are you, darling? Oh, it's A. Miller. Hey, darling, I haven't heard from you in a while. Hi, sweetie. I thought it was Anne for a second. Yes. Hi, baby. So I put out authentic. I don't know who I am, but I put out the change, the perception, the intuition of me. If I stay in routine, I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get the same version of my life. Not bad, not good. If it's going good and I get a good life, if I maintain that, but I am polarized, I guarantee you will get the negative because no life stays one direction. Life is change. So you can't maintain positivity without maintaining negativity, because what you are is you're maintaining not positive or negative, you're maintaining inauthentic. Love you too, darling. You're maintaining polarity, inauthentic perception of reality. That's the illusion. It's your perception. Reality isn't an illusion. This isn't a fucking dream. This is what we do. Look around. This is what we do. This is what creators do. See the reality you're having? That's what we do. That's what you create. We create experience. Endless rooms of monumental experience of life, not non-existence, not no perception. We have awareness. We are perception. We are alive. We are reality. The gift you have given yourself, birthing yourself into existence so you may experience the furtherment of yourself through all that is, which is what you create. Don't discount your actual awareness. Don't discount what you are. You're a creator of realities, and now you're experiencing that. I am this. This is my world I create. Your division divides the room, divides it into categories, divides it into definitions. It divides it into what we call compartmentalization, that mean this, that has this, that reasons this. And then you're always busy trying to navigate a storm of polarity. Well, that's what we are taught, and it's reinforced, of course. But what about if you didn't use that? And see, what safety and security and what routine taught me is that I can't expand unless I have a different way. So what do? I do different stuff. I change myself when I have the instinct. So I began by recognizing, before the change, I started recognizing my anger, my fears, my hopes, my desires, my responsibilities, my anxieties, and I did my transcendence work on that. And then as my life became free of those interpretations, I noticed that my life had room for different choices because I was getting intuitive experiences or intuitive potentials. I get a thought that was a probability. Hello, Gabriel. Welcome. And that it was great to see you in California, by the way. I just wanted to tell you that again. Thanks so much for visiting with me. So that reality, that thought is now a possibility, and if I engage in it, watch what happens. See, it's a seed, okay? And I'm the will of God. I'm God, and I'm the will of God. Hi, Bailey. And watch what happens. I energize it with focus. Abraham 101. Energy follows awareness. So I'm aware of it. I put my focus on it, and then my will creates. It starts to energize this idea. And I bring that idea. Law of attraction starts to bring the pieces in so I may explore it and experience that I am nature to, of resonation, nature by resonation, by attraction, to explore. Okay, follow this along. This is good shit. This outfit was changed. You know, it's a bodysuit. It's freaking gorgeous. I would have never thought about wearing this, but then one day I get this, and you see the piece, and it's there, and it says, "This is for you. This isn't in anyone else's reality. Everyone around you are the participants in your world. You've created the versions of all those people, and this is on the rack for you. Try it on. Tell you what it does for you." And see, that's part of the expression, part of the change. And of course, it comes with physical change, your what you wear, what you drive, what you eat. Everything starts to not be in question or under scrutiny, but it is observed. So I wanted to feel, look better. I wanted to. Yes, it is constant, Bailey. It's what you put out is what you get back, is the mirror. Absolutely. So this came along and said, here, do you want to change? Do you want to look different? You want to express what your vibration is expressing now? See, if you go back to my channel, you can see my change, my hair, my outfits, everything. See, that's my self-discovery. I don't need to maintain an image, and neither do you. Not that you are, but you need to go and find out if you are creating a cycle, a repetition in your life. Those repetitions close down the opportunities that come in. Remember what Seth said. Seth talked about a bubble of opportunity, right? And that bubble of opportunity is your world. And all these frequencies are attracting all these thoughts. Those thoughts are coming in, but you don't get to see them because you're choosing the routine. So you don't get this thought or this opportunity of change, of furthering, exploring your human journey. Okay? Think about that. Don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to move into a different version of yourself. You're not going to lose anyone. People don't like change because it means uncertainty, which provides the ego mind with just a smorgasbord of fear-laden potential that it's going to go, whoa, why are they not acting the same? What are they changing for? Do they not like you anymore? What are you doing different? Maybe you, and your mind goes apeshit. So you have to observe in your own kingdom. You have to look at your own mind. Forget about other people. If you need to care for other people, you will never understand the internal kingdom creates the outside. You can't put yourself outside as an obligation. People obligate themselves to mothers, to family members, to spouses, to their children, and they're just identities. And it's not wrong. You can have the human life. You're not judging it. You're creating your world. Ascension is ascending the human. That's the master class. Bailey says, but if you see beyond your mirror, you learn what becomes you, and you can become something you never saw before. Absolutely. That's called the unknown. And Siska says, this is so true. I need to watch more of this times. Thank you. Look, you look beautiful. Well, thank you. So I do things that change. My life is immensely changed. Where I live, I got a car. We got just different opportunities, different perceptions. My channeling, the channeling work I do. I don't publish my channeling. That's all for the advanced class. I don't put all that stuff out. That I do that in advanced class and in different work that I do because I'm doing it for me, guys. I'm here to ascend me. I express the potential of ascension. I can't take you. No one can take you. No guide, no outside, no magic pill, no formula, no secret. It's so simple. Look inside of your own kingdom. Your light enlightens you about the truths that you behold as true, creating your reality through that truth, giving you life. You want to change your life, then change your perceptions, your truths. And a big one is to see how much we rely on routine to make sure the inevitable or the scary or what might happen don't come. Look, our world is chaotic. It's always been chaotic. We just know more of it now because we have the internet. It's always been chaos. It's been chaos since we got to the planet because it's a polarized world. I mean, do you guys not remember the Crusades? How many people did they slaughter? You know, you try to wipe out an entire civilization. What about the Turks committing genocides on the Armenians? We don't pay attention to them. Now we're in this. It's just the same thing. It doesn't matter the details. So that's the storm. We have another storm brewing right now. Do you need to get into the storm? Is the question, right? Right? Why is the storm important? Because it gives you something, doesn't it? Come on, I want you to think with me. I want you to perceive. Why does the storm get you? What does the outside polarity get you? Okay. Stick with me. Okay. Here's now. No, not now is only that. It's not what's then. It's not what's there. See, these are all doorways. Your phone is a doorway. Other people, the things you value are doorways. When you have a connectivity with them, they open doors of potential. And see, right now, the storm is all around your now. The storm is humanity. Okay, that's the storm. Now, doorways. So the news comes in, you focus, you invite this world into your now. So now it's not good or bad. Now it's experience. That's what it is. JP with a $20 super chat. Thank you. Always nice to be here with you, Rox. Not going to lie, a few times this week I was like, is it Sunday night yet? LOL. Thank you so much, JP. Appreciate it. Shout out to JP for the super chat. Booyah. Thank you, darling. So let's look at that. Let's look at the now, guys. The now comes in. You say yes. You say yes to the text. You say yes to the news. You say yes to the what's right and what's wrong with the world. What's right and what's wrong with the world is what your ego is looking for. That's the fuel. You grew up with an identity that valued polarity. It valued good and bad. It was an inauthentic self. God, authentic. Perception, fractal, inauthentic. I'm God, my fractal's not God. So it sees things divided between itself. That's the division. Okay? That's the division, masters. The division lies within. Okay? A house divided cannot stand. If you weren't divided, you would never fall. Ever. Well, that's what you are anyway. You're eternal. Just a perception. So awakening is enlightening you to what you create daily that creates your experience daily. So if you still have pain, sorrow, suffering, happiness, sadness, hope, need, want, desire, responsibilities, obligation, all of that, if you still have those as values, your observer self, the one that's awoken, that has the humility to say, I'm not listening to my ego and going to puff me up and I know this and I know that. That's my big fat ego. I need to admit that when you have that courage to humble yourself in the recognition of your own ego, then you can start to observe with the simplicity of acceptance of that truth. It doesn't mean you become it. It means you experience it. Gabriel with another super chat. 1999. Thank you so much, Gabriel. I love you too. Thank you so much. So let's look at that, guys. And that's Gabriel's first super chat online. Thank you so much. So I'm in my now. My now consists of my thing. There's no outside world. I use this to make an outside world if I want to bring in those worlds. Right? But this is where my sanctuary is. I'm not bored anymore. I was, because my ego's looking for food to feeding the polarized perception. That's what the world is. It's polarized and it feeds my identity and gives me meaning and purpose, and it makes me feel a particular way. It doesn't matter if I'm feeling good or bad. And then we invite those inauthentic experiences if we continue to value those. I'm telling you, routine will open your eyes to how much you keep yourself the same. Don't fear taking down a routine. It doesn't mean loss. It doesn't mean a failure. What it means is expansion, growth, movement of self. That's what you're getting when you change. I love my change. I wore my pentacle for 6 years. Now I got this. This was my change. It's beautiful. It said Roxanne, so I said yes. That's part of my change. part of my growing more in alignment with the nature of who I am, my nature. I don't want to be Roxanne the separated. I want to be Roxanne the whole. There's no outside cleaner that can fix me because I am the outside. I am one and I am all. I attract my authentic truth. If I'm being authentic from my inauthentic perception, I create the polarized world. If I'm authentic from my unconditional nature, then I create the authentic world. And the authentic world is not the storm that's out there. You know? You can stay away from the storm that's coming. You don't need to participate. Don't worry about the world. It's fine. Spend time and invest in your own ascension. Invest in yourself. When you feel the emptiness looming and you're urging yourself to do something to get the energy from the outside, the arguments, the contrast, the polarized polarized addictions that you have, stop. Allow yourself to grow. Feel the movement in yourself. It's a master class. You must know how to do it. You didn't join this because you were an idiot. You joined humanity because you're very good at ascending species, other species. You've ascended yourself thousands of times and you're in the master class. Don't discount what you are. Embrace it. Embrace the challenge, the mastery of this. Find the potential of the human that you are and go beyond it. Express the human in the fullest, but express it with the authentic self, not the safe, secure, routine, responsible, obligated self to I'm supposed to be for them so I can feel good through that. That's dependency, right? All right, guys. So let's take a look at that. The storm that's out there, close your doors. What comes in will change. The less and less you engage in the outside world, the different realities will work their way toward you, the different potentials, the ways to explore yourself, to explore your life. Okay? Let's see, we're about a half an hour in. I think that's good. Listen, once again, guys. Oh, A. Miller. Thank you, dear. Just what I needed. Thank you so much, darling. And it's really good to hear from you again. It's been a while. Thank you so much for the super chat, guys. I remember your name, but I didn't want to pronounce it because I had it in my mind. Adaria. I didn't want to mess it up again like I did before the first time. You're welcome, Courtney. Okay. Guys, listen up. Listen, I do the work. The superior feeling you get from self-exploration, not superior over others, just the utter worthiness that feels you are worth your own existence. You feel superior to the old self. You feel so much better because you're not fighting for your identity any longer. You freed yourself from that. You're not struggling to keep yourself up. You're freed from that. Do the work. Watch the videos. Everything is here. All right? If you need me, contact me on Odyssey of Ascension. My link is down there. If you care to donate, and again, thank you so much for the super chats. You can always donate on my website. And if you need me, give me a call. We'll see you next week. I appreciate appreciation of money is the saddest thing. I leave now. Okay, darling. Thank you. All right, guys. Listen. To our next now. We'll see you next week. Everyone, I love you so much. Take care, everyone. Bye.